And up above us, just side of the forest and inland, there's a little strip, and you go through the strip and you can get round and up the top, and there's a whopping big ditch pa, and it's got a side terraces, pits, everything. It was all planted in trees, of course, Whaitaima, nothing there, nothing there. Let it go into a generation of big pine that had to be removed. It was beautifully big ditch pa, complements the pars over there and that. But where's the Kaitiaki Guardians and that? The advisors to forest and the Forest Trust, East Southwick Forest. Not our family, nothing there, we don't know, so it can't be there. It's just bad the archaeologists not recorded, doesn't exist. So that's the big pa.
It's a big reserve, isn't it?
It is.
And it's amazing, it's nothing but a scenic reserve.
Oh, well,
camping and...
Well, it's but at least it's a bit of green space, because you've got the local camping and in cabins and different things.
The people aren't allowed to camp here, are they?
Not on here, just to the left.
So, to me, what's the point of green spaces if you can't use them?
Well, better green spaces looked after than derelict spaces with blackberry and no access for anyone to stop and enjoy. And
yeah, it's a huge reserve. I've never driven on this.
No, but is there places where I take you that you have?
Yeah, I've been told heavy bush before you took me.
one part of it with the sign, the misleading signages.
Wow, it's huge. And so why was this made into a reserve?
Because Whaitaima wanted to have the whole lot turned into one big endless quarry.
Quarry?
Yes, the burial caves, Heroes Cave, the whole lot turned into quarry. Whaitaima.
Quarrying for what?
For road metal.
Oh.
That's some handy road metal.
Oh, off those big beautiful rocks there. The ones on the cliff.
Stop here.
Yeah.
And up above us, just side of the forest and inland, there's a little strip, and you go through the strip and you can get round and up the top, and there's a whopping big ditch pa, and it's got a side terraces, pits, everything. It was all planted in trees, of course, Whaitaima, nothing there, nothing there. Let it go into a generation of big pine that had to be removed. It was beautifully big ditch pa, complements the pars over there and that. But where's the Kaitiaki Guardians and that? The advisors to forest and the Forest Trust, East Southwick Forest. Not our family, nothing there, we don't know, so it can't be there. It's just bad the archaeologists not recorded, doesn't exist. So that's the big pa, is one, and at the moment...
So where are we on this?
Well, where we are, we come down the road, and we come down here, and there you got pits, roadside, off roadside, terrace features, and up here you've got the more pits, and just off here, just above us on the high ground, you've got this huge pa that connects all the high area overlooking the next river, the river that comes out. So it's all strategic. So as you got this strategically placed, so down here you get a start of pa and pits. And where we've just gone past is a cave here, cave along here, parallel to the road, right at the end of these rock features being passed. So
is it a sleeping cave?
It was, and then it had a few bones and that in a later date. It was a convenient place to have something to add to the well, it might have even been a part of a cannibalistic thing where they were camped there. But anyway, I got that put aside as a site. So Jeffrey plough it all, have people, have camps and everything else, and you get the Motu thing. But all you see is green grass. Yet it's overlaid in with cultural sites and features. So your immediate now and then is how much do we retain and recognise of the past, which no one is, and how much is set aside as a status of this recreational. But then they've got that big Motu camp, and then you've got plenty of accommodation here for the locals, and that's about the only source of income to keep them going. So it's there has to be a balance of present need, people's needs, and everything else in a small area of population.
The locals are rapt that there's a huge reserve here that is virtually for them and them alone.
Well, it's not for them. Anyone can use it, but they've got their residence, so they're not utilising the land for the personal gain. And this is part of the reserve strips. Cities anywhere, even worldwide, have to have their reserve areas in that, given population, given development, given industrial and forestry.
In 1,000 years' time, this might be the only green area because it's all been developed around here. How about that, Perry? Be content knowing that for the next 1,000 years?
Well, probably give a few centuries. This could be 100 metres and metres of pumice, well over during eruption, according to geologists and volcanologists. So you're looking too long a term.
It'll be back in pumice.
Yes, with all the vegetation, forest settlements, and that white.
And there won't be a feature, a cultural feature left from the European times, let alone from Māori times.
So we're off the reserve, the flat, and the physical bluffs are there, and so we come right back this way. So this is part of my systematic recording, and so up here you've got the just above us. That's where the power is, and the cave here is behind us, and then you've. And then you go right over to where we were standing on that side. Oh well, and there's the Waimarino River, and that's bridges just down the roadside. But no, TeWhare in the office and secretary, the roading people, they're upgrading the roads and that, want a quick metal fix, and TeWhare authorised them to destroy the whole of the natural features, completely ignorant of the old places and burial places. It's
very pragmatic.
So you see the bluffs and the cliffs and the line, all that face there,
Yes.
and then the caves are where physically where it ends before this lot rises up. So you can drive down here, shy of the reserve here.
Gee, this would be Hoon's paradise. Hey, people with...
Well, people know it, but now see the bluffs here.
Yes.
This is gorgeous. I love this place. I've always driven past, wanting to stop it.
But if this is all housing overdeveloped and that, when they've got all this, and from here we'll go to the big subdivision, accommodating people, subdivision and use.
Is there a Māori Parekarangaranga here? Are there any Māori people living here, or has it all been sold off?
No, it's all, the residents are where they are, but they're in the subdivisions.
Yeah, but they're not Māori.
Oh, you don't know that.
Well, true. But I haven't. Do you know of any Māoris living up this way, Whaitaima?
Serena and Suawi.
Suawi.
Suwai.
You're talking about the Hātepe.
Oh.
That's not up these ways.
So this is a long strip.
This is...
So don't have a single camp or tent here, and you've got a tranquility, haven't you?
Yes.
A zone tranquility that this would have all been destroyed for quarrying for road metal. You see in here, I think you've got the cave in here. We're at the end here.
The hideous cave. Or another
No,
one.
no. We're well away. We're half a mile away from.
Can we get to that cave, or is it not one we can?
Well, it's a bit damp today, but
Climbing of the cliffs is not permitted.
burial ground or apart. Take a photo of that, because the two-faced people using the word people turn it into quarry, and this is a reaction with me working directly with the authorities to get the machines and that out and well out of here. So you see how political correctness and word rechanging and history writing covers up something, and they still keep everything quiet and hidden today. At the time, with that signage, they let the whole thing as Whaitaima go for quarrying. And this is the two-faced people I've been dealing with for many, many years. And one time I was seeing a site threat about once a week when I was driving past from Taupo to Turangi. One site threatened a week.
So you're saying these very cliffs could have been quarried for their...
They wanted all this rock and that endless years of quarrying from end to end to go into quarry. Didn't know of a single burial or anything else. And this is the fights I've had as an individual, that the only way I could secure that is a cave here with some bones and the main cave at the end, and then told them the whole area hold hands. Not a single rock is to be quarried. Sorry, John Asher, Stephen Asher, secretaries of the Trust Board.
So there's only two caves?
No. The area is burial, but what I do is like at Kinloch, which didn't mean a thing to rock climbers and that, and it's the rock climbers' damage and threat that these things under the Department of Conservation started popping up, climbing cliffs therefore not permitted, but they've gone and havoc. They've raided big burial caves, Kiwiwi and that, all around the lake, the rock climbers. Yes. Confront them, oh, not us, we wouldn't. No, you personally didn't, but you told your mates and that, and they quickly came and cleared these places out, and we've been protected. The threats haven't been for centuries to modern times. It's some modern people you're dealing with. I respect this and that, and they're the very ones that capitalise on it. So I thought I'd just show you that as an example.
I'm bewildered by why anyone would want to remove bones from a cave or artefacts. I mean, it just doesn't compute with me why you would even want to do that.
Well, that's you had only two willing Maori trustees in that would, if there's going to be road, houses and that, or we'll move the bones, say a prayer, and then you can do what you like. And it's no to me, from me every time.
Except here that's not the case, because they said keep away.
That is because I stopped their quarrying activities and stopped Whaitaima saying go ahead. And the word Whaitaima were the people here were Ngāti Apa. And we look at the Ngāti Apa histories, whole histories. Grace wrote his book, and he acknowledges certain people, but doesn't give their history and their rights. He tactfully says, oh, Hiria was the first paramount, so he made peace with all the surrounding groups. He might have made peace as an individual, but it certainly never, for Ngāti TeWhare and others, certainly didn't resolve the issues, because Grace put in this book it had.
So did Ngāti TeWhare have some mana whenua here as well? Is that why you mentioned then?
No, Hiria, when he got the paramountcy, Ngāti TeWhare would not acknowledge it, and from Hapi and all that side, and he used his influence from here with his son Mananui to
gain hegemony. As I say, I think things are shifting because of the devolution of the powers of the Trust Board to...
Well, it's their rewriting history, and they've held for about 100 years of their history rewriting that they're completely ignoring, and with Department Conservation being their happy agent and lapdog, are putting signage up and removing signage that has acknowledged other people and tribal groups. And when we went to before we went to Acacia Bay, removing of those signs and that of between them and the council in Dock is a work of progress in hand. Make signs disappear, or putting our signs up and putting TeWhare on where the original signs didn't have it.
Whaitahanui locals don't like dock signs up their river and things like that. They get really toey about any dock signs. They like that.
Dock didn't lift a finger to get these estates. It was a combination. Of other people doing all the hard work and hard yards.
Is there anywhere around here else you want?
We go up that subdivision.
Yeah. So then
past
right.
here. Is it past here?
There's no exit.
Slow down.
Up here.
Yeah, that's up here, yes.
Yeah, there's not a marae here. There's not a...
Well, why should there be? The tribal people have been completely pushed out and displaced from 1926 and the Act and everything else that came up.
See what happened. This is what I'm saying, man.
Take careful notice of all these names up here.
Have you ascribed them? They were your recommendation?
My thing was accepted, and that had to go through
Gee, it's a big development.
yes, so he goes, why, I know, you say, why aren't the people using that? Why use that when we've got this approved for them to use and build and develop?
But the Māoris...
So we go down here.
Right or left?
Right. Here's Parekawa. Parekawa, ring a bell.
Yes.
Rowena Crescent. Now this is the populations over here, up the other side. Yes, yes. So turn here. Now look at that. Hiria Avenue. And I've used a whakapapa genealogy to consolidate the people right over to Te Kohira in the name, roads and placement.
Oh, look what the...
Nice.
And that rings a bell.
Yes.
Now up here, and that where that ended, that is the closest I could get in the road naming to Hiria. But has any Maori in New Zealand outside their own personal private land been able to make the connections and have approved for road namage? That's the reserve that comes out through probably that trackway, that walkway ends to connect here. That's that bumpy one we went. So now you're starting getting a local comfort for yourselves with the names of these places.